everyone, so welcome back. In this video we're going to create sidebar menu, and basically this is the final project. Okay, there's just blank and white background in here. No, of course. This is the hamburger, and if I click the navbar, it should be coming from the left side, and we have the animation for its link as well. See, pretty awesome. And basically this project just can be done with HTML and CSS. We're not going to using any framework or even JavaScript, because what happened in here is basically I have input with type checkbox, and if the check is checked, I make the navbar to 0, and if not checked, I make the left to minus 320 pixel. So I hope you're not confusing about my explanation. So let's get started with the project. I'm gonna create the folder. Just say sidebar menu, sidebar underscore menu, and let's cd into the folder. Okay, again, really cd into sidebar menu. And I'm gonna open that with VS Code. Let's close the welcome page, make that bigger. And I'm gonna create index.html file. So let's do explanation, enter, and I'm gonna change the title into just say sidebar menu. I cannot typing. And I'm gonna make that bigger like so. And just say h1, give a hello world, save, and I'm using live server, by the way, so I can click go live right here, and we have hello world. Okay, so let's get rid of this h1 right here. Don't need that. The first step, what we're going to do is we need to create input with the type checkbox. And I'm gonna give an ID in here to say close, and let's do label in here. I'm gonna say for close. Inside the label, I'm gonna create span with ID, just say open dash btn. And before I forget, let's go to the, I'm gonna looking for font awesome CDN. Let's do this thing right here, cdngs.com. I put link in the description below. So let's copy that, and let's paste in down here. Let's open script tag, source, paste in here. Let's close the sidebar, I think. And I'm going to add class in here. Wait, class, say fr and fr dash bars. So let's save that and see. Now we have the hamburger icon. It's come from font awesome right here. Okay, so another thing is let's create a navbar. Okay, so let's go back and let's do nav in here. And I'm gonna create the anchor tag. Let's add a class with a brand, and just say it's not go anywhere. Say Chan Dev, and down here I'm gonna create a label again, and the for should be close. Just make sure you have attribute for in here. Just make sure it's the same attribute with this ID right here. Okay, so let's do spend, and I'm gonna create ID to say close btn, and I'm gonna say class. This is for the X icon, so I can do fast fr dash times. So let's save that. Now we should have the icon right here. Okay, basically what happened in here is basically every time I click the label in here, the checkbox is going to be listen for every single click event in this label right here. So I'm going to show you. If I click the hamburger icon, the checkbox right here, let's make that bigger. The checkbox right here should be changing, and of course the times icon in here. But if you change the for attribute in here, it's not gonna work. If I remove and save and I click, it's not gonna work. So just make sure you have same for attribute in here and same ID right here. Down here, let's create another list, and inside in here, I'm gonna create a list item with the class to say list item. And inside in here, I'm gonna create I with the class nav to say link. And let's see in the final project. I think I'm gonna grab the icon, which is the home icon right here. So let's do inside in here with, and I can say fast fr-home. So now save. We should have the icon now. Pretty awesome. So let's do anchor tag in here, and it's not go anywhere. I'm gonna give us home. Save and wait, something wrong. Of course, the anchor tag right here should be not inside a e tag. It should be in here. Save, and we should have the icon and tags as well. So let's go back, and I'm gonna copy and paste that couple times in here, and I'm going to change this thing right here into fr-google, and text, let's change that into account. Okay, the third one should be the bell icon, I think. Yeah, the bell icon, and let's do fr-bell with, and the text, let's do message. Let's do coding, and the icon we are gonna use a laptop. So let's do laptop. Just save that for now. Just want to see. Okay, so far so good. And editor, box, and about. So let's go back. Right here should be editor, and the icon we are gonna use is pen. So fr-pen. Let's copy paste that again, and this thing should be box, and icon we're gonna use fr-box, and let's do the last thing is about. Let's change the icon into user, like so. So now save, and here we go. So far so good. Okay, so let's go back, and yeah, I think we're done with the HTML right here. So let's create another file. I'm gonna say style.css. Let's make that smaller, and I'm going to link in right here my CSS. So save, let's go back and just make sure everything is work. Let's change the background into red. Save, and bam. Let's see in the final project, and in here we have two color. Basically this is the primary color, and for the navbar background in here, this is the nav color. We are going to using CSS variable. So let's do right here, I'm going to say root, let's say primary color. I'm going to set that into OE3D5E. Okay, so another thing is nav color, just the background. We're going to use the DFEBEB. Let's remove the margin and padding to 0. and the box sizing to a border box. I think I want to make that side by side so we can see clearly. And let's make that 100 again, I think, like so. So I want to remove the dots right here. So we can do UL, list style to none. So let's save, it's gone. And I'm gonna get the anchor tag and I'm gonna remove the underline. So let's do text decoration. Wait, decoration to none. Save, and that's gone. And I'm gonna change the color into, I'm gonna using primary in here. Save, and it's changing. Pretty awesome. And so let's grab the body. I'm gonna change the font family basically. Font family. Wait. Just say Arial Helvetica Sans Serif. And I'm gonna say height to 100%. I wanna say view height. Let's grab the nav tag and I'm going to change the background into nav color. Here it is. And let's do the width to 320 pixel. And I'm going to say the height to 100%. Bam. Alright, so let's styling the brand right here. So let's do nav with the class brand. Let's do position to position to absolute, and let's change the font size into something like, I don't know, 28 pixel. And let's do font weight to a bold, and let's give a margin, top and bottom, just say 32 pixel, and left and right I'm gonna say 40 pixel. Let's styling the nav link right here. Let's do nav UL. I'm gonna say position to absolute. I'm gonna say top into 6 RAM to push that down like so. So let's make a space between the link right here. We can do nav ULLI, and we can say padding. Top and bottom, I want to say 1.3 RAM, and left and right 2.5 RAM. Save, bam. And I'm going to change the color into a primary color. And if I give a background in here, for example, red, now as you can see, the width is just right here. I want to, the width is full from here into here, because when I hover this thing right here, for example, right here, the nav it should be have a hover effect as well. So let's make that full. So I can do width into 320 pixel as well. Wait, pixel. Bam. I think we have some problem in here. Let's see. This semicolon, we don't need that basically. So save, and here it is. And let's get rid of this background in here, we don't need that. And another thing is I'm going to styling the close button right here, the X icon right there. So let's do in here, I can do enough. And the class I'm using is basically, let's see again, close btn, just the ID. So let's go back and ID class close btn. And I'm going to give a background so we can see the target right here. Okay, so let's get rid of this background. I want to give a position to absolute and just say right to say to RAM, and I'm gonna give a top to RAM. Save, and it should be positioning in here. I want to give a width to something like just say to RAM, I think, and height to RAM, and let's give a padding 0.5 RAM, and let's do the border. I want to say 2 pixel solid, and the color I'm going to using is primary color like so. and I want to make that a circle, so I can do border radius 50% like that. And let's change the color, which is the X right there, into primary color. So we can do like so. And let's change the font size into 1.5 rem, I think. And let's do the cursor into pointer. All right, pretty awesome. So let's see in the final project, if I hover that, we have the background is changing and the icon color as well. So let's do down here. We can do nav id close btn hover. Let's change the color into say, I don't know, EODETE, and let's change the background into the primary color, and let's give a transition in here to say 0.5 second is safe, and here it is. All right, so let's make smaller like so. Next is let's change the icon and the text size in here. Okay, so we can do down here. Let's do nav ulli and class nav link. And I'm going to say font size into 1.2 rem. And the icon should be more bigger. So let's grab the link right here. We can do nav ulli anchor tag and say position to absolute and change the font size into 1.2 rem, and I'm gonna say margin left 12 pixel. Bam. I'm gonna show you something in here. Let's say background to right, and right here let's say background to blue. So let's make bigger, and as you can see in here, the laptop icon is more bigger than the bell icon, and basically every icon have different width. That's make the text right here is not in one line. It's look bad. Okay, so how that we can fix this problem? Basically, you can back to index.html right here, and we are gonna add another class. So I'm gonna just Control D, and let's add class fr-fw. So now save, and now we should have the same width. See, and that's make more look good. All right, let's close that and make that side by side again. And I'm gonna remove the background. We don't need that. Now I'm going to add the hover effect right here. So let's do under nav ulli. We can do nav ulli hover, and let's do animation, and to say hover animation 0.6 second, and we're gonna create the animation in here. So we can say keyframes, and the animation name is be hover animation, and I'm gonna say 50% transform, say translate X, I want to say 20 pixel, and let's change the scale into 1.1. So now save, and every time I hover, no, we don't have anything in here. That's because we have the wrong name in here, hover, like so. So now we have the animation. And of course, we need to add the cursor pointer in here. Okay, so far so good, I think. So now let's styling the open icon right here, the hamburger icon. So we can do down here. Let's do open dash btn, and we can grab that. I'm gonna say width to RAM and the height to RAM, and just give a padding to 0.5 RAM, and just say border to pixel, solid, and primary color. And I'm gonna make that circle so I can do border radius 50% and just give a margin into 1.5 RAM. Here we go, we have the icon. Pretty awesome. And of course, cursor pointer. Here we go. And every time I hover that, I want to change the background. So let's do down here. You can say open dash btn hover. We need to change the background into primary color, and the color I'm gonna say OD, this thing right here, DED. Save, and every time I hover, okay, I think we need to add the transition. Where is the transition we have in here? Nothing. This thing right here. You can copy that and paste right here. So now we should have the transition. And as you can see in here, the input with a checkbox right here. When I click, it should be checked. And I click again, it should be non-checked. Of course, this should be work also. So I can click that, it's checked, non-checked. So I want to hide that. So I can do input, display none, save, and that's gone. So for the first time I reload the browser, I need to do the nav right here. It should be to the left side. I can do, where is my nav? Right here. I can say left to minus 320 pixel. Save, and that's gone. And what I want now is when I click this thing right here, when the input is checked, I want to the nav have a left of 0. So let's do down here. We can do input check like so. We need to grab the nav, and I want to say left to 0 like that. And if I click, bam, click, bam, bam, bam. Pretty awesome. And basically, wait, in the body I want to give a display flags right here like so. So now every time I click, it should be gone, it's coming, gone, it's coming. And let's add a transition. I can do transition 0. Just say 4 seconds, and is out. So now every time I click, we have the beautiful animation. In navbar right here, I want to give a margin left into minus 40 pixel and the opacity to 0, and should be gone. And let's go back down here. I want to say if input is checked, I want to grab the navbar and let's make the margin left into 0 again. And I want to change the opacity into 1 again. So let's do reload. Now if I click, of course we don't have the animation because we don't add the transition. So let's go back in here, and I'm gonna say transition 1 second is. So now save, and every time I click, here we go. See? Like that. Okay, pretty cool. So the next thing what we are going to do is I want to add a delay from each link right here. So let's make a bigger something like that. Wait, so I can do down here and just say input check. If the input is check, I want to grab the nav ulli and just say and child 1, and I want to say transition delay into 0.2 second. Save, and now we should have the transition delay. See the home right there, like that. And let's copy that a couple times. Wait, what happened? Wait. Let's copy and paste that. And I'm going to change that into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's do 4, 6, 8, and should be 1 second and 1.2 second. Now save and see. Pretty awesome, but we forget about, so let's add that. Should be 7, and that should be 1.4 a second delay. So now let's reload that, and if I click, beautiful. The next thing is I want to add the box shadow, the nav right here. So I like to use broom.af/shadow, and let's make, I don't know, 2 layers, and you can play around with this. Basically, it doesn't matter, but yeah, something like that. So now copy, and we're gonna paste in here. So now save, and let's go back. Now we should have the box shadow. Okay, beautiful. And you can play around with the box shadow right here. I think it's not yeah, it's fine. So I think that's it for this video, guys. I hope you learned something new in this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. So bye.